Our traders, welcome back to another Dogecoin emergency update video. As always, if you want to make sure that you find these videos exactly when they're posted, make sure to first smash that like button and subscribe just because that helps the channel. And then hit that bell notification icon because that will literally give you a notification on your phone or your computer of whenever I post this video in real time. So if you want to keep up to date, make sure you do all three of those things. So we have a Dogecoin video. Again, yes, we are back with Dogecoin. I didn't make one yesterday. I'm not sure if I made the one the day before, just because really Doge wasn't doing much, right? As you can see, we kind of haven't been doing much, but now, oh man, we are moving pretty quickly, and something big may be on the horizon. So before we start this, let me just preface that you can get 2 free stocks with Webull, link in the description down below. That's not really what I was going to say, but I forgot to plug that. So let me just preface this, that tomorrow, I believe, tomorrow, May 8th, Elon Musk is going on SNL, right? So here's the thing. Elon Musk obviously is probably Dogecoin's biggest pumper, right? Whenever he speaks about Dogecoin, it tends to go higher. So tomorrow is going to be a massive day, right? Because if some Dogecoin skit is involved in that SNL airing, then Dogecoin may skyrocket. But there's also the possibility of the opposite, right? If there is no mention of Dogecoin tomorrow, Dogecoin could see a serious sell-off, right? Because everyone right now, we could make the argument that right now people are buying in anticipation of Dogecoin being on SNL. Okay, so really depending on whether it's on SNL or not, that could play a huge role onto what Dogecoin does, right? Because if they don't mention it, that is a big event, right? Because everybody is expecting Dogecoin to be mentioned. Now, what we can also assume, though, is that SNL is not stupid, and maybe they're invested in some Dogecoin as well, right? Those writers may be invested, directors, whoever, right? So they may be encouraging a Dogecoin mention. Okay, so hopefully they do mention it. What would be really odd is if they mention it and then it drops. Okay, so there's also, this kind of, buy the rumor, sell the news, right? Buy the rumor, sell the news. So it's complicated, right? It could also drop even if Dogecoin is mentioned, just because, once the hype is over, once they mention Dogecoin, what happens after that, right? So just be wary of that, okay? We'll watch SNL and watch Dogecoin. Have both of them on your screens. Okay, so now that's out of the way. That took longer than expected, but that is out of the way. Now we do have some serious technical events happening right now as we speak on Dogecoin, and I'll show it to you right now. Okay, so first of all, just to refresh your memory, right? So we've had this run up on Dogecoin the past couple of days. We stopped the run up right around 70 cents. Why? Because there's a level of resistance there. Well, we never know exactly why, but we can assume, just the way that we interpret the markets, right? We can assume it was because of this 1.618 Fibonacci extension. People started selling because that's what happens at these extension levels. They're natural turning points in the market, okay? So you can see we got up to that 70-cent mark, and then we started seeing some selling. And we also saw an increase in volume. Not really a big deal. Okay, so again, we're on the logarithmic scale. That's usually how we do things around here. All right, so between 75 cents and 70 cents is a resistance zone for Dogecoin. Now, I'm sure some of you have already caught it. Okay, Dogecoin is consolidating. And almost every single time Dogecoin consolidates, Exhibit A, all right, Exhibit B, if I can actually do it. Okay, almost every single time Dogecoin consolidates like this, it almost always leads to another massive run-up. So where's the consolidation pattern now? Let me get rid of these moving averages right here, right? So we got that, and then we got something like this. So Exhibit A, Exhibit B, possibly Exhibit C, right? So you'll see right now that Dogecoin is actually breaking out of this consolidation pattern. Let's go on. Let's stick to the 4-hour for right now, right? We are now trading above this trend line right in here, and it looks like we are getting ready for a breakout. Now, what we want to see on breakouts most of the time is an increase in volume, which we haven't seen just yet, but that may be because it's a little early. But what we can do is we can come up with a plan, right? Because we know that Dogecoin is going to be, or that Elon Musk is going to be on SNL tomorrow. what are people going to do the day before they think Dogecoin is going to be pumped? They may start buying in anticipation of that event. Like I said, buy the rumor, sell the news. Okay, so we don't know what's going to happen after SNL or during SNL, but what we do know is that most people will likely be willing to buy before SNL, gambling the fact that Dogecoin will be on there. So what we may end up seeing on Dogecoin in the next, 24 hours, whatever it is a quick move higher towards, again, this 70 to 75% range. Okay, so what I'm thinking is going to happen here is I think it's a little early to tell, but I think we're going to break through this trend line, continue higher, retest this zone. That's going to be very important, okay? If we start holding this zone again, then I may change my mind. But what I really think is going to happen is a very strong and quick move higher, hopefully break through that zone. And if we break through that zone, it is literally straight to $1, okay? I mean, once we break through 75 cents, it's straight to $1 from there. There pretty much will be nothing holding it back other than if Elon Musk says something against Dogecoin or just doesn't say anything at all. Okay, so that is the big risk here. But other than that, and even if we, usually we don't even pay attention to these fundamental things, right? So if we don't pay attention to those fundamental things and we just go based off the charts, which is how we usually do things, okay, this is a great setup regardless, right? Like we've said, almost every single time Dogecoin has a consolidation like this, it ends up breaking to the upside. The only time it didn't is probably, I don't even know if you could call this consolidation, but right around here. Okay, that's the only time it didn't, and guess what? We predicted that. I mean, we were ready for that drop, and we were buying all the way down in here. Okay, let me go down to the 1 hour time frame, right? Yeah, so that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it for today's video. Be cautious tomorrow and today. Remember, Dogecoin is still a meme coin, and it could collapse at any moment if Elon Musk really wanted to collapse it. So let me just make sure that's all my thoughts. I'm going to pause the video because I don't like missing things. Okay, I do have one last thing that I wanted to talk about. Dogecoin on the 12-hour chart, and let's check the daily. Not much on the daily, but on the 12-hour chart, okay, Dogecoin tends to, like we've said, on these strong uptrends. Do I want to get rid of everything? Yeah, okay. On these strong uptrends, what we usually end up seeing is the 10 and 20 moving averages, the yellow and orange lines, kind of being rode by price like a wave, right? So if we see almost every single pump, specifically on this 12-hour time frame, right, we kind of stay above the 10 and 20 moving averages, other than when we have these little consolidation phases. But you can see every time we pump, we retest and we continue higher, then we consolidate and we go all over the place. But again, we pump and we stay above until some consolidation. Now look at where we are today, okay? We're going to zoom out a little bit just so you can get the full perspective of it. Okay, look at here, not really there. Okay, last two pumps pretty much, and sort of there, although we dropped more than we expected there. Okay, almost every single time that we enter this yellow and orange line, we tend to continue higher. And look at what's happening right now in Dogecoin. I mean, this is serious. This could really lead to an explosive move. Look at how we are now right on that yellow line. They're very far away from each other, which is a healthy sign, right? It means that the trend is really starting to accelerate. Okay, and look at the candlestick that we just created on this yellow line, right? That's the 10 moving average there, okay? So the last price, or the average price for the last 10 candlesticks, that's what this yellow line represents. And you can see we're bouncing on that right now, and we have a very bullish candle created. We also have slightly larger than average volume as well. So on top of that, we have this consolidation, right? Okay, so if we start breaking out, like we just talked about, if we break out of here right above around 65 cents, we could see a massive move straight to $1, right? And that's pretty much what I just said earlier. So let me just undo all of that so I can get my drawings back. Okay. Okay, so that is exactly what we just said, right? So I think we are going to go straight to $1 from here if we can manage to break out. So that's it for this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Make sure to smash that like button and subscribe and get 2 free stocks with Webull and join our free Discord. As always, hopefully you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.